Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my creative mode let's play. Now then, let me show you guys my sort of little idea for today. So, I believe you guys remember this little Happy Gas Depot from episode 1. Well, my idea for today is to kind of expand on this. Why is there, why is there just this little depot here? There's this just standalone depot for where Happy Gas drop off like supplies and deliveries. Well, my thoughts with it, right, is that actually it's part of this whole civilization. There's this whole entire civilization that's just built on the cliffs of this mountain. There's just a whole entire civilization just built upon these cliffs, and I think I want to play with that theme, that sort of idea today. And I think I would also like to expand upon it more and turn it into sort of like mega project. Uh, we built a little survival house last episode, and the episode before that we built a very humble fishing hut. But I want to practice my ability to build a mega base. And that's partly because, eventually on my survival world, I think I will end up making a sort of mega base. So being able to get a good understanding of what constitutes what it takes to build a mega base, I think that's really important. So being able to have the space to practice this sort of thing is will be good for me. Now then, all I'm really doing is just like, sort of just making broad strokes once again. Mostly it'll probably be a facade, really. I think I want to make an episode dedicated to interior working, you know. How what makes an interior work? Why do interiors look good? What I found is a really good stone block to use with acacia logs. The unstripped acacia logs is tough. So I will be incorporating a lot of tough into this build as well. And with last episode, um, I'd actually used acacia to for my, well, no, I didn't use acacia. I used the little technique on my where is it, on my little survival, my classic survival house that I kind of want to demonstrate on here as well once again. And by technique I really just mean like um I basically just made a rounded roof, which you is like, it's not hard to do, it's just you don't see it too often because sometimes people just don't know how to make it look good, and it's also something I struggle with as well. um I think what I'm trying to go for here is a bit of a hanger. Okay, so I think we need to actually move this up a bit. Or hang on. Let me figure this out. Okay, that looks right, but I don't know why it feels wrong. Hang on. Does that look better? Hmm. Yeah, I don't know why it feels wrong to me. Hang on. I mean, it's technically what it should look like. It's just it feels off, you know. I don't really know why. And but I think, you know, practicing, learning how to mess with this sort of thing is very vital to like improving your building skill, your building style. There we go. I like that. So let's build this up one, and then let's copy this idea onto this side. There, and then there. This was upside down. This was here. And yeah, that looks okay. This should look better. Sorry, I'm not wearing my glasses right now. I probably should. Um, honestly, make this like much easier to look at and view. We are building this on an even on an even, not an odd, as I am more used to doing. But you know, you got to practice going outside of just using a specific like you gotta practice your building constraints sometimes. And I think, you know, this is a very good time to showcase that practice. Ooh, what if I change that way? Yeah, I like that. And then to convey the idea of, um, let's see, support, you know, we're gonna have something like this. And that. Probably this. And then, am I doing this right? I think so. Am I? Does that look right? Yes, no, maybe so. I don't know, it feels off. I think it's because of this. And then extend it more, you know? Yeah, that looks a bit better. And then just have it like that. And then instead of it being, there we go. Okay, yeah, it looks, I think that looks better. What do you guys think? Yeah, no, I just think that, you know, taking the time to practice different techniques, like I am with curves here, it's important because, you know, understanding these concepts, understanding how specific like building styles work, you know, it's very necessary as someone who wants to improve at building in the game. Now, I've seen this very interesting technique where instead of using typical, what's the word? Ooh, maybe I could try this. Cut copper, waxed cut copper stairs. Hang on, wait. There we go, up there. Okay. I should probably use acacia, but I like the look of this better. I did see, like, for some reason, whenever I see some builds, I see them use scaffolding as windows. And I'm trying to see how that looks right now. Oh, I like that. I've made another face. I've made another face. We'll probably work on the interior sometime, but for now, this is just like a general. Like I said, these things are general concept builds. What I'm working on right now is basically just the facade for what could become a greater build. Um, I'm just demonstrating and practicing, sort of fleshing out, sticking like finding a theme and then like sort of sticking to it and expanding upon it. And I think I'm doing a pretty good job of that right here. I'll be honest, not to just pat myself on the back or anything. I just I find that being able to really hone your craft with building to be I don't know, I just threw that. Being able to hone your craft to be a very vital, very important thing. What could be fun is if we add like trapdoors here and there to imply like, ooh, it's a little unstable. There's just some holes here and there, and just mind your step. Mind your step while you wherever you walk. Just be very careful. Whoever built this was a bit of a goober and just does not know how to make things stable, you know. So I like this little messed up sort of floor. I find that really fun, rather funny. Um, I think we should add some tough wall. Maybe there. Have a bit of a railing and perhaps use some of this, some of this. Oh, it's a little uneven. See that? Yeah, and then have some more tough wall. Um, maybe add on to this sort of vibe we got going on. Uh, hmm, hmm. What could we use? Maybe more acacia, and then just do that. Yeah, I like that. Yep, I like this. I don't really, I'm still sort of figuring out my style as I work through this series, and it's still not nowhere near where I want it to be, but being able to talk to you guys while I work through it, it's kind of the best part of making these videos. Even though I know, like, yeah, there's no one listening or like here at the time of me doing this, like there's still that sense of, oh, someone will see this eventually, and that's nice. That's a rather nice feeling, knowing that. Well, I don't necessarily know where, but I know there's someone out there, uh, looking at these videos and getting a little inspired, with their own builds on how to, uh, make something, silly looking like this. I don't necessarily know what this is really. I'm still not too sure. Uh, I think it's like just a little platform for and home for whoever decides to make this place their home. Uh, ooh, we could use sandstone, red sandstone wall. I wonder if we have some either smooth and maybe just regular red sandstone. And let's see. Let's turn this back, this upper part here into stone. Just do some light terraforming. Because I want to imply something on this very flat 2D plane. I want to have some sort of, yeah, you see this? And then we go ahead and do something like this. And then we jut out a little here, right? Then we incorporate a bit more of this. Let's use some more slabs, you know. I don't really know what I'm talking about. But that's the name of the game. As my friend told me basically today, honestly probably like a few hours ago, fake it till you make it, Goober. Well, he said my actual name, but you guys know what I mean, right? Like, just pretend you know what you're doing, and eventually, hey, you'll make something interesting. I don't think it's like perfect, but I like the idea of a chimney coming out, and just like it's a bit of a there's a bit of a steam work going on, you know. Maybe instead of this, I use a slab. Ooh, okay, there we go. And I thicken out this part more, probably. Let's see. There. 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 Yep. There we go. There we go. Maybe bring this down here. Bring this up there. Oh, yes, that looks way more solid. Way more structurally sound. Yes, I very much like that. Yeah. Sometimes you really just gotta play with the jank, you know? The jankiness of a build, like I like how it's just a little horn that's just sticking out. I think here is enough, honestly. And then we could do something with like oh, honestly, replace this with this, right? And I kind of I remember doing this like little thing where I ended up making like a sort of dragon's head, but I kind of just prefer that more, you know. Oh wait, no, I could use stairs instead. See, this is the fun part of building where the ideas just come to you naturally as you figure out a build. And you know, I like the idea of using some smooth sandstone to not make it fully noisy, but the thing is, this is already pretty uniform down here, so adding some noise to the build, adding some dissymmetry, you know, in the little trapdoors in this, disrupting the noise, disrupting the calm, you can create some pretty great ripples, you know. And I think one of the last things I'm gonna do on the one of the last things I'm going to do with this build, besides this, is probably... Let's see, I kind of actually want to see what it looks like if I just add some spots here and there where it's like they're kind of sticking out. It's kind of got like pimples. Love. I actually really like that. That's a little silly. Oh my gosh. Oh, you were gonna have a terrible photo day. Oh, you're having a terrible photo day, man. But, you know, so be it. I like this. What do you guys think? I don't know what would make a really good shot for the thumbnail, to be honest. Probably this. This is so silly looking. I love building. If I could like build forever, I would. Like this is like the best part of the game for me. Being able to just hop on, mess around a little, see what I can make, see what I can build. And I think I did pretty well sticking to a theme here. There's a very solid theme here. There's a very more well-rounded out theme down here. If I could, and this is something that I'm gonna quote unquote make a rule on this server, or sorry, I say server, on this world, on this series. Whenever I finish a build in a video, I'm gonna try my best not to go back and like change what I've done. Like you see the brick, you see the deep slate there. I'd change that to this now and use tough as well. But I like the mistakes, you know, because not mistakes. I like the idea of sticking to the choices I make. And by the way, this will be turned into an interior hopefully in the future. I don't know when, but definitely in a later episode. So that doesn't go against what I just said, because I do intend on actually doing something there. But yeah. Once again, thank you all so much for watching my video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe down below. I didn't really say that anywhere at the start of the video. That's kind of on me. But yeah, once again, if you really enjoyed my content, thank you so much. I always appreciate the support you guys show me, show my channel, and I like the fact that you guys, for whatever reason, for your own reason, enjoy listening to me ramble on and on and on and on and on. But yeah, with that, I've been Goober Jam. This has been my channel. You guys have been a fantastic audience. And with that, I shall see you in the next episode. Take care and much love, you guys. Bye-bye.